one watercolor set, few brushes, pencil, eraser, or a sketch pen, or a black pen. Any black pen is fine. I prefer if you have watercolor, but if you don't have waterproof pen, it's okay. And tumbler or anything to put your water into. Okay, take out a A4 size cartridge sheet and put it in portrait form. Now, what is portrait? Portrait is when you put it like this, where the long side is vertical. Okay, get your pencil ready and the eraser. We will first do a drawing. See, size of brush, it's okay if you don't have, like, any of these sizes are fine. You do not need any specific size of the brush. At least I think you need around 6 to 8 number size. So let us start. What I want you to do now is you need to make straight line at the border. So what do I mean by that? Watch what I'm doing. I put my finger at the edge of the paper with a little distance and I go about making a line. See, what did I do? So, okay, I'm going to repeat it once more. What I mean by this, you use the edge of the paper, this edge, yes. Put your fingers at the edge and put the pencil with some distance and then go down. It works like a scale and you're able to make a straight line. Okay, so this is not a perfect line, but that is okay. You do not need to use scale. No, you need to draw it in landscape. So what are we doing right now is we are making a border. So again, I'm going to repeat. I put my fingers at the edge of the paper. I put the pencil a little distance away from the paper and then I go down. And it's okay if it doesn't come out straight. We are not really looking to make a straight line. So if you look at how I'm going, I slide like this with my fingers resting along the surface of the table and I go like this. So again, I'm going to show what I'm trying to say. I put my fingers at the edge of the paper and put the pencil with a little distance and then I go down like this. Okay, and then what we are going to do is we are going to curve the edge like this. See, what did I do here? I am going to do like this to all the edges. See, it doesn't have to be perfect. Wait a second. I hope you can see the pencil marks. So what we did is we curved the edges and now we are just going to erase this part because we do not need it. So now what we are going to do, next step, approximately we will find the center of the line, top line, okay, here. And I'm just going to mark it a little bit. And then again, remember how I put my pencil. If you look at it, it's like this along the paper. I'm sliding the pencil like this. So what I'm doing, I put my fingers onto the table, take the pencil like this, and I am going to slide and make this line straight, halfway like this. See, it's okay if it's not straight, it doesn't matter. And then what I'm going to do is turn the page around and mark at the middle of this side, the longer side, and then yeah. So what did I do here? I divided this into 4 equal boxes. Now what I want you to do is take your finger like this and place it here like that. And then what you're going to do is find the half of it like this, approximately. Once you find the half, find half of this, which is here. I'll repeat what I said. Put your fingers like this and then put it at halfway across the line, and then with the pencil mark the center point of this. Once you have done that, make a line from here also. Now let us go to the top part of the page, where again I use this technique where I put my fingers and then find the half of it, which is somewhere here, and draw a line. Once that is done, what I'm going to do now is, you see this line? Now I'm going to find the center of this. So in the top right square or rectangle we had created this line, and in this line we will find the approximate center. Once you have found that center, you will make a line vertically. See, I'm doing all of this freehand. I do not need this to be accurate, remember. Once this is done, you go to this line. On the left side, this line is there. What I'm going to do, somewhere here, approximately. Can you see? It's not in the middle. It's more on the left side. So if this is the line, I marked it here. Once I have marked it there, I'm going to make a line going downwards. We are going to start the next part. Now watch here what I'm doing carefully, okay? Here you have to look. I cannot explain it to you. So I'm going to repeat it. What I did, I made a beak. This is the beak of the eagle. It goes straight and then it curves down, and then it looks like this. Now here, I want you to use the guidelines that I have drawn and to match with your drawing. I want you to look at this and replicate what I have done. I'll give you guys some time to finish this. I hope you can see it clearly. So look at the beak. It is at the halfway of this box. So look at how I am placing my objects in the grid system that I made. Look at how I used this line to create the head of the eagle, which curves downwards. It meets here like this, and it just goes outwards. And here, little away from the middle line, I make the line here like this, curve out, and it turns into 45 degrees. So look at all these guidelines that I am using to place my object. So now let us move on to the next part. Okay, I want you guys to pay attention again because it's a very important step. What we are going to do is here, this point you have, just above it, make a circle like this. Wait, you cannot, I'll just make it dark. Make a circle like this. And then what we are going to do next is in the top part of the eye, I'm going to make a line like this over the head. I'll make it dark like this. Once that is done, what I'm going to do now, on the left side of the circle, I'm going to make this curve, eyelash. I'm going to make it darker so that all of you can see. And then I'm going to make a line here like this. And then what you're going to do is, all of you guys here, look for 2 minutes. This is important. Now I'm going to make another circle inside this big circle, but I'm going to make the circle on the top right here like this. So I will just get it close for you. So the circle I made, another small one, I made from on the top right part. Once that is done, we will make the nose of the eagle. So you see how this looks like? Okay, now let us move on to the next part. What I'm going to do now is make this thing like this, freehand. And connect it. So you saw what I did? I made zigzag like this, and I connected these two lines. Okay, now let us move on to the next part. Now what we are going to do is make a C shape like this. I'm going to darken it. Look what did I do here. I made this curve, something that looks like a C. I made this here like this, and then made a straight line that is going down. So what did I do? I made a C shape here, and then I made a line that goes down. Now once that is done, what we are going to do is now make the feathers. So these feathers look like leaves. I'm sure you must have seen leaves outside. So we made the first line of leaves. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make the second row of leaves, the wings or the feathers. See how I'm doing this? I'm making the feather between two top feathers. See how I did that? See again. And then when I reach the end of this, I just do it like this. So this is the second row of feathers. And then we'll go to the third one, which will be the final one. Okay. Okay, moving on to the next part. Now this is what we have done below. Now there is some space left on the top. So what are we going to do now? On the top right hand side, we are going to make a sun. Now remember the practice we had told you to make circles freehand. Here where it comes to use. So you should make a circle on the top right. Like this. It's okay if it's not perfect, no worries. So what did I do? I made a sun on the top right. What we are going to do now is we got this box empty and we are going to make a cloud which is going to be half. Just look what I'm doing and how I am making the cloud. I'll just zoom it in and you'll get an idea. So see, it's half inside the painting and half outside. Once that is done, we are going to make another cloud here. Just like that. Okay. So what we have, two clouds, one sun. So this is what you should be finished with by the end. This is what you are going to, this is the end of the drawing part. After this, we are going to start the painting part.